Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Okay, time to see if friends want to race online. I guess it's the name of the game. Okay, that seems up and running. That seems up and running. Okay, well, I was gonna host an Interlagos and then maybe a Fuji. We'll just have to wait and see here how things move along, I guess is the proper term. Oh, I do have to do this though. Get my head tracker up and running. Sometimes I forget and I leave it running. And sometimes I turn it off and I forgot that I turned it off. There we go, that's done. Excellent. Okay, so I guess I was working on a Fuji setup and a Coda setup, and neither one of those setups, I wasn't 100% satisfied with either of them. Okay, let's see if the stream is actually live here. Yeah, it's public. Okay, we're good. Okay, car setup. Do, 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 do. Lots of a rear wing. Okay, well, let's try to get used to it, I guess. Guess my brakes are still cold. And so are the tires. Sorry, buddy. Seems I'm making it a habit here. Yeah, there's something fishy going on. You know what though? Let's try the default. Let's see what happens when we set up the default here.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Evening, sir."
Good evening, Sir Justin. What are you up to and how are you this evening?
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Nothing been good, you?"
Well, everything in good. I'm up to everything tonight. Whoa, 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 turn, turn, turn. So, I think I fixed the Discord. Apparently, when I went back into the things, I had an option to sync everything. So when you first do it, it doesn't tell you that, but then you go back and it says, "Would you like to sync?" I'm like, "Yeah, I would." So I didn't really have... Ooh, it does it on every setup. Rear really wants to go flying. So what was I saying there? Yeah, I used Eden. I removed their admin privileges and then tick things on and off, and yeah, things would disappear and reappear. And in theory, now you are also getting a notification that I am going live. In case you're not on YouTube, you can get a notification through Discord. Hopefully that is working as well.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Yeah. Seems to be working."
Excellent. Now that was a lot of hard work. Man, back in the days we used to use, what was it, TeamSpeak? It was a lot easier. Every time I come around here, it does this. Load this up. I'm wondering if I raise the height, maybe lower the rear. I mean, it's the opposite of rake, but will it make it more stable in those areas? since there's not as much weight transferred to the front.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Yes. Justin Slim Friesen says. Less rake will stabilize the rear. Justin Slim Friesen says. But induce a bit of understeer.
Well, I think I already gave it massive oversteer. I think we're good. It's too bad, because usually I like a lot of rake on my cars, but I mean, that extra second that I might gain is not worth spinning out in 2 or 3 sections of this track, causing me to lose a minute easily.
Justin Slim Friesen says. It's nice for the initial turn in, but the rear can get loose easy.
And I think this is working better for me. I don't feel like
Justin Slim Friesen says. Looks like it.
Yeah, well, sometimes it might be something that I'm doing differently from one to the next, so. But I got massive turn in anyways. I mean, we tried fixing it every other way, and it was still there. So. Okay. That's my bad, trying to do it in third probably. So you were up for some Interlagos? I know that setup doesn't need any work, as it works terrific. Love my setup for Interlagos.
Justin Slim Friesen says, little bonus with less rake is you have slightly higher top speed and slightly less fuel use.
Ew. Not as bad, but still happened there. See, I don't know exactly what I'm doing to trigger it, though. It didn't seem like I was doing anything different than all the other times. I don't know if is it because I'm going too much onto the curb. Like, that's not
Justin Slim Friesen says, not sure.
Yeah, neither am I. You hear my cat hollering? Man, he is on fire. Rick! I'm gonna get super mad. I don't know what happened here. Why am I on a replay? Okay. Man, I hate it when I can't downshift. I need to get myself into third for that first section. Wow, that was crappy. It's still a lot more stable than it was, though, obviously. So do you want me to host an Interlagos? Are you ready to fire up the PC? No, I'm stuck in second. Down one too many.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Sure. I'll be right there.
Okay. Because in the evening we have a tendency of having a hard time finding some people. Hopefully, being the weekend, we'll have some more peoples. I do have to break earlier and get myself into position sooner. Okay, I'm happy with this. Back to the drawing board, and let's save it before I forget. There we go. Override. Okay, setting up a smoke screen. Did I save it? Just in case I did not. Okay, so the thing doesn't automatically close. Okay, race control. Host the race. Now this is where I'm gonna have to be careful. Oh, well, first off, I guess let's go and see if anybody's hosting one. Which I doubt. Surprised at the number of things, though. But okay. Ooh, is the gold up? Maybe we could do the gold race if it's up. You want to do this for an hour? 13 minutes, 29 seconds? Ooh, not many people there, though. 3 hypercars and no GT3s. Rick? No.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Think we'll be same split?
Well, given that there's no GT3s and only 3 hypercars, I would definitely say that we would be in the same split. But it's okay, I'll host one. It'll be a 30-minute race and 15-minute private quali and all that good stuff. Times 3 is the fuel and times 3 is the tires and
Justin Slim Friesen says. Yet. We'll see how many are signed up in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, we could do that. Otherwise, I'll get this one ready. We need to go to race details first. Because we are not doing Qatar. Interlagos. All cars. There, yeah, we can save that. And I need to change the time of day for the race. Where's race? Instead of 3 o'clock in the afternoon, let's put it at 6 o'clock. So, bum ba dum bum ba dum. Yep, I think everything else is good. Ooh, maybe I need to check the weather. Water depth dry, saturated. Where's the temperature? Where's the rain? Oh, clear. Okay. Now, in case we need it, it is ready.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Also. We don't have to do Interlagos if you'd prefer something else.
Well, we can do an Interlagos and then we could do a Fuji. Since you wanted to do a 3 hours of Fuji today. Not ready to do Coda because I don't have a car set up for that. So there's some tracks that I might not have a setup for it. So it's not like I could pick Rickards or Bahrain. If I'm not mistaken, I do have a Lucille, but I don't feel like racing on Lucille. We did that like 2 weeks ago.
Colt V5C says. Hi.
Hey Colt, V5C.
Colt V5C says. Do you remember me from yesterday?
No, I remember you from the day before yesterday. Or was it yesterday? My Alzheimer's is so bad, you would not believe it. No. Dang, cat. No, I said. Man, he's a pain in the butt. I said no, Rick. Well, seems we lost a hypercar and still no GTs. Willing to wait another.
Reason says. Not looking hopeful.
We could wait another 3 minutes, but yeah, I'm.
B5C says. It was yesterday.
It was yesterday? Okay, well, it was yesterday then.
Colt B5C says, you said you go live every single day on your other life.
Well, I do.
Colt B5C says, I mean life.
Yeah, well, today's the second time I'm live, so. Although Sundays I'm mostly just live in the afternoon and I take the evening off. But also I take here and there during the week, sometimes not in the afternoon, sometimes not in the evening, depending on what I have going and which appointments I have during the week. But it's very not often that there's not a day that I'm not streaming. It happens, but not often. So yeah, not many servers. There was a bunch of them.
Colt B5C says, I love channel.
Okay, well that's good. Like I said yesterday, they all say that on the first date. Okay, 5 minutes. 1 minute left. 3 hypers, no GTs. And these guys are all silver. Dame.
Justin Slim Friesen says, fire it up. Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
Yeah, I'm not going to be getting a podium here. Okay, let's get out of this. Hosted. And as they used to say, if you build it, they will come. Just to make sure we got the right track. Interlagos. Yep. Okay. Requesting.
Colt B5C says, every day I'll be on your streams. I just looked up your stream a few hours ago, but you weren't online. I was so sad. Mike Wolf BLN says, sup guys.
Sup, Mike? You want to join us? I just put up a server.
Mike Wolf BLN says, what track? Justin Slim Friesen says, sup Mike.
It is Interlagos. Because, there it is.
Colt B5C says, hey Mike, nice to meet you. Mike Wolf BLN says, still a little sore from Nords. Mike Wolf BLN says, hello. Mike Wolf BLN says, teammate started the race, and qualified.
Yeah, I don't like people when they qualified. It's better when they tell the truth.
Mike Wolf BLN says, P30 out of 49 GT3s.
Well, that's good.
Mike Wolf BLN says, LOL Jeeps. Colt B5C says, what game is this? Mike Wolf BLN says, but we finished P7.
Wow, okay.
Mike Wolf BLN says, iRacing.
Well, I think Colt is asking what game we are playing, and this is going to be Le Mans Ultimate. But yeah, Mike is talking about a...
B5C says, well, that's a cup of beer.
But yeah, he was doing iRacing. Okay, well, let's hope that people arrive here. So normally, if I would have left it on fuel times 2, I would not have to pit.
Colt B5C says, I like that you have that little like talking thing on your live streams, you don't have to look at the comments.
Oh, which you remind me, it might be echoing, so let me disable the speakers for that. Yeah. Because people don't always remind me that. Sometimes when I do work...
Justin Slim Friesen says, well, here goes nothing. Colt B5C says, how do I get iRacing?
Well, this game is not iRacing. This game is Le Mans Ultimate, also known as LMU. Depends if you have a PC or not.
Colt B5C says, Skin is very very detailed. Colt B5C says, I like all the game has like everything to it.
This game, if you have a PC, you can get it on Steam, but also it is coming to console eventually. I don't know when. But they are working on making it cross-platform.
Colt B5C says, no, it wasn't like going. Colt V5C says, what do I have to be on to get that game?
Well, for now it's only available on PC, so you go to Steam and you buy it. Then you might have to get a subscription on Race Control. Otherwise, you can wait until it comes out on console. And I don't know how the subscriptions will work for consoles and stuff. And honestly, I don't think I want to know. I'll probably talk about it though in the stream or make a separate video for it, but...
Colt V5C says, do I have to have a PC cause if I do I can't play?
Well, for the moment, yes, pretty much. But how would you play without a PC? Do you have an Xbox or a PlayStation? Because it's not something you can play on your phone.
Mike Wolf BLN says, LOL.
Okay. Not many hypercars at the moment for me to race. All three silvers are waiting to do the gold race. Ooh. Hey, Mike. Oh, hello, Mikes.
What's up, Jeeps? It's Mike.
You are now live in the stream. Oh, I didn't even notice that my camera was off because of the cat.
Yes, I do have a PlayStation.
Okay, well, if you have a wheel on the PlayStation, then when it comes to the consoles, you'll be able to play it. It might be in 6 months, it might be in 3 months. They might come out with it in a month, but they haven't said anything yet. Just that it's coming. Okay, I probably need to load up some liveries here, so let's do that. Oh, another hypercar. Yay, maybe I'll finally get some competition. Mercedes, Lexus. Okay, a couple have their own personal skins. Oh, we have a Max Verstappen in the paddocks with us today, folks. For some reason, he has decided...
B5C says, I love this stream. For a second, did you hear that I have a PlayStation?
Yes, I heard. And I said that it's coming to consoles. I don't know exactly when, but it's coming. Oh, these two are fighting during practice. Ooh, he's pushing him wide. Oops. I think he kind of missed his braking there. Who's MD Wolf in the Mercedes? That kind of looks like Mike something Dire Wolf. Okay, so we now have a couple of more hypercars.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I'm starting from the pits for this one. Need some clear track for CRL practice.
Huh?
So there's a Mike Wolf with us here in the Iron Lynx Mercedes. It's okay, Justin, if you start from the pits. That's on you.
How much?
Mike Wolf BLN says, how much fuel, Justin? Cole B5C says, what is a whale? Justin Slim Friesen says, actually, I'll just invalidate all Q laps and grid from the back.
This is a ×3 fuel. So there is going to be a
Justin
pit
Slim
at
Friesen
some
says,
time.
I'm running full tank.
Oops.
Mike Wolf BLN says, Ops Glover Zoin. Mike Wolf BLN says, cheers.
Cheers and good luck, folks, for your qualifying. I'm not going to qualify. I probably should, though. We do have tire warmers, so maybe it'll be worth it for me.
Mike Wolf BLN says, haven't done GT3 in a while. Mike Wolf BLN says, in LMU.
Let's see what we can do.
Well, just keep in mind that this is a hosted, so people tend to do stupid things. And for that reason, I put the damage to medium so that, you know, you can still head to the pits and fix anything should there need to be a reason for that. But with only 3 hypercars in the race, it's not like qualifying is going to make much of a difference for me currently. Whoa! Lost it. Well, that's going to wreck this lap. And my tires.
That time was a 1:38.43. 28.20.
Okay. Let me do something here before the race starts.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Just noticed I lost some button vines. WTF. LOL.
Yeah, happened to me when I deleted a bunch of stuff. But they're back now. I mapped the motor map. But I still don't remember if you guys told me I needed to bring it up a notch or down a notch yesterday, so it's not like that's going to help me much.
Mike Wolf BLN says. 1-1.
Down one, okay.
Mike Wolf BLN says. Down 1.
Okay, so for the 5 minutes remaining, I'm going to set up a smoke screen here. And I'm going to watch you guys go around the track a bit. Hey Mike, I'll offer this, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I like doing liveries. So if you would like a livery for your favorite car in the game, or I can make you one. You can send me ideas and suggestions, and I'll work from there. I'm very disappointed in our friend Justin, who has not been able to have a quali lap count for him. Bummer, folks.
JGame 6000 YT says. Yo hi.
Well, hellos. Race is about to start. 2 or 3 minutes left. just under 3 minutes. People are still qualifying.
Plays 0724 says. Your face cam is broken on the other stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm setting up a smoke screen here before the race starts. So I'm actually off camera. I'll fix that. Thank you for letting me know, though. Because sometimes cameras do freeze up and nobody tells me. And after the race, they're like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but your cam is broken. Obviously, during the race, there's not much I can do about it, but before and after, perfect timing.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Who would do such a thing? LOL.
Well, like I said yesterday, I don't point fingers at nobody, because then there's always 3 fingers pointing back at me. But I'll just say this. If it applies to you, then you know who you are. One minute left. 1 minute left. Don't forget, folks, most 50% of people wipe out.
Plays 0724 says. Well, see you later. I'm going to play Little Nightmares in VR.
Okay, that's interesting. Have fun with that. So yeah, just a reminder to everybody, 50% of drivers wipe out on the first lap. So basically, qualifying means nothing. Just be careful when following cars that wipe out that you don't crash into them, which I have a tendency of doing. Okay, there we are. Race time, folks. Race time. And I don't know what Santos says, but he's gonna attempt the martyr. I don't know what the martyr is, but... Dang, some of these hypercars are fast. Okay.
Mike Wolf ELN says. Feels weird during the murk here after driving north today in e-racing.
Yeah, that's what Justin was telling me. The feeling is different, so he's not sure I might like iRacing for that reason. Amongst a bunch of other things.
Mike Wolf ELN says. Yup. Mike Wolf ELN says. Take some adjustment.
So we have a couple of rookies, a couple of red flags, and one person returning from a ban. So just be careful, folks.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Alright, strap in, boys. This could get rough. Justin Slim Friesen says. GLHF.
Yep, good luck and have fun, folks. And yeah, I'm thinking this is gonna get very rough.
Mike Wolf ELN says. GL.
Ooh, at 6 o'clock in the evening, it's already dark in Brazil? I did not know that. Oh shoot! I need to change tires. All right. All better now. It's now a bad time to take a bathroom break. I'll just put on the four-way flashers here so that to remind everybody to not run into me.
Formation lab has started.
Okay, already the Ferrari is knocking into me. Yep, both Ferraris, the one in back of me and the one in front of me.
Green flag, green flag.
Yep, people just love crashing into everybody. This got crazy bad fast. Okay, well, I have people here that just want to smash into everybody. Wow, it's getting really bad. I got a lot of damage. I'm gonna have to pit here and fix everything.
Wenting Good Swimmer 433 says. Said hi.
Hellos.
155.85.
Ooh. Yep. A lot of people are trying to wreck it here, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna change the name of the server every time. Just in case that these guys are coming after me on purpose. Funny that they feel threatened by me.
That time was a 2:27.33.
Yeah, these tires I've already flat spotted, so. And I didn't change my tires. Which I should have probably, but didn't want to spend too much time in the pits.
That time was a 1:30.12. Lap 1:30.65. That time was a 1:31.73.
Everybody's running into everybody. Oh man. Even after all the troublemakers have left. Since I do have tire warmers, I think that I might also be starting from the pits from now on. Ooh, barely made it. Whoa! And my tires are playing tricks on me. And I got some more damage.
Lap time was a 1:37.99. Lap time was a 1:33.11. Lap 1:32.01.
Not easy driving with all kinds of damages. You know how I said that my car felt like on rails on this track? Well, not so much in this race. That's the one thing I'm not used to doing on this track is driving with damage. I had so many good races on this track in the past 2 weeks.
Lap 140.43.
Oh, my tires are at 40%. That's why. Ooh, I should have definitely changed my tires.
Lap 149.29.
Okay, let's get some repairs in here. This is crazy. Crazy little thing called love.
38.30. Time 141.24.
This is just pure torture. Last minute. Race leader will finish this lap. Okay.
Time 129.42.
Well, I hope you guys in the GT3s have had a better race.
Justin Slim Friesen says, GG. Mike Wolf BLN says, GG LOL. Justin Slim Friesen says, was a fun one, Mike. Mike Wolf ELN says. I cheers, mate.
Did you guys have fun?
Mike Wolf ELN says. 5 That's guy in front of me WTHXD.
Yeah, these...
Justin Slim Friesen says. A guy took me out early.
Well, I don't know if I was one of those. Because I do know that I was going to pass you and the other guy. Then I got the red flag that I had to let you guys pass me. So I pulled to the
Justin
right.
Slim Friesen says. No real damage. But small flat spots.
And
Mike Wolf ELN says. Yeah, I seen it in the mirror.
then I pulled to the right, and then somebody, a Ferrari hypercar, just ran into me.
Justin Slim Friesen says. No, the other GY hit me. You were right there.
Oh man, every... I don't know what to
That was pretty funny.
do. Okay, you guys want to do Fuji next? I'm gonna set up a smoke screen.
Fuji and hypercar, maybe. Come on, Justin, drive a hypercar.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Sure.
Justin doesn't drive hypercars. He doesn't like them.
It's funny, why can't I hear you? And,
Justin Slim Friesen says. Yeah. Not anymore.
it's funny, Jeeps, I can't hear you in Discord.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think so.
Is this working?
Weird. You're not? Let me, I'll just close the thing and back in again, because I have to open the stream to hear you.
No, okay. This is...
Yeah, there we go. There we go, now I hear you.
Okay, well, you're only going to hear me when I push to talk. But, yeah, my
Okay.
microphone was not selected.
Yeah. That makes it easier than listening to the stream, listening to you, and then listening to me back again.
Okay, so I'm going to change the name to Weekend Racing. Hopefully those guys don't recognize me. And,
Did they murder you?
yeah, even before the race started, they pushed me off my starting grid position. And then they just bolted into everybody in the first corner. Then they waited
Justin
for
Slim
everybody to
Friesen
come
says.
around and hit them
Yeah.
again.
Mute the stream now. Or you'll go insane. LOL.
Yeah, I did, Justin, definitely.
Well, it's because I don't always use the push to talk in Discord, so I'm not going to keep my finger on the button the entire time I'm streaming.
Oh yeah, for sure. My old teammate used to stream with speakers as well. I couldn't. Very, very difficult. Like when you hear yourself back 30 seconds or 3 seconds later over somebody else's speakers in the microphone again.
I apologize. I should use headset and glasses and all these stuff, but then you put on the glasses, then you put the headset pinches your ears onto the glasses, and
Well, it makes you faster. You know? That's why I use it. Recommended. You heard it here first. Recommended by Mike Wolf. Glasses and headset.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
That's one, Justin. Yeah, that was fun battling with you. I'm really out of practice in GT3s and LMU though.
Okay, hopefully this
Also,
works
the
out.
settings felt awful. I forgot LMP2 LMU is this setting. Oh, phew. Message should be local. Yeah. Only. I think it might be that one.
Every time I refresh, something else appears.
God. Okay.
Okay, server is up. Weekend racing. Fiji.
Nice one. Fuji, not Fiji. No?
Fuji, Fiji, Pacific, something.
I mean, I'd do a race in Fiji, no problem. If there was a race in Fiji, I'd drive it. What did you call it? Let me refresh. You said weekend. Ah, yeah, weekend racing. Join server. Hog. And yes, the ultimate black.
Okay, so I'm still working on the setup here, so hopefully this works out for me.
Yeah, I was just using whatever built in. I didn't even touch anything.
And this
Like
time
maybe
around,
the-
just to be safe, I'm gonna start from the pits and let everybody wreck.
It does help. Do you have the full fuel thing on again? Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times fuel, 3 times the tires.
Oh, the tires are on as. Oh. Really? I used the same tires the whole race.
Because I spun out a couple of times because of the accidents, and 2/3 into the race, my tires were down to 40%.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I used the same tires the whole race. In, Iraq. Oh, this feels better. I've loaded the right setup. Oh, Jeeps, I love you, tire warmers.
Well, in the hypercars, you really do need it. Otherwise, it's completely pointless.
Yeah.
Practicing, qualifying, 15 minutes, you'll get 2 laps in.
It's like slipping into a warm pair of socks on a cold night.
Well, for once, at least I'll have somebody to race against. Not sure Justin's gonna have somebody to race against.
Ah, you're the Yoda.
No, but often late in the evenings, nobody is online much.
Mm-hmm.
Lap 138.2.
My braking good again. Let's go, come
Time 135.35.
braking a little bit earlier still.
Lap 134.46.
Ooh! Dang it, that was not good. Okay.
Ball, Justin.
Oh, I need to load some of these liveries, so let's go and do that. Why am I not seeing any livery on your car? It's all black.
Oh, I muted him not. I like all black. But I haven't got around to making a livery for LMU yet.
Well, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but if you want me to make you a livery for a car, I'm volunteering.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I can make them. I just can't be asked.
Justin Slim Friesen says. ACDC. Back in black.
Exactly. I'm somewhere between ACDC and techno, you know, like the whole black thing. Oh no, that's TNT. Oh, it's back in black. Back in black. On attack. Base there somewhere though. I keep messing up the big braking area into the tight hairpin, whatever it is. I think I've got on GT3 brakes, and that's not working. Yeah, iRacing Nord's GT3 brakes. Lol. That's the one I was using the other day. My profiles.
Okay, well, Enrique just decided to leave the GT3s to come into hypercars.
Hey, Enrique, welcome. Andre.
So currently, Justin doesn't have anybody to race.
Justin's a hot lapper anyway, you know, he's fine. What am I gonna try? Where is the man's hypercars? If I try, oh, that one's like a brick. Yeah, not that one.
Hopefully some more people join up during qualifying.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I can do that one and then just put it up a bit. Yeah, exactly. Like there. And then save it as 2026 LMU. Yeah, that would be alright. He's got to join it now. I'm just going to call him with full fuel again.
I'm thinking I'll host some more tomorrow afternoon. We'll have some more people on. Because when it gets to nighttime here, evening times in North America, servers go dead. Okay, now John Roback switched from GT3s to Hypers, and Enrique switched back from Hypers back to GT3s. I think something's fishy about those two.
You're in cahoots.
Well, the fact that they both take the hypercars, the Toyota Gazoo Racing, kinda smells fishy.
I don't know. Could be. Looks like I'm gonna have a ding-dong battle with Victor.
Yeah, both of you guys are pretty close in those times. No, Rick. You can wait until I finish
This one I
streaming.
made a mistake in one corner, so I have to wait for the next lap.
I just noticed that you still have your rookie badge.
Oh yeah, this is my second account.
Oh, that's right. You did mention one time that you had two accounts.
Technically, this is my first account, but it's actually my second account in a lot of ways. Because it's not the original one that I bought the game on. But I had a thing where somebody had like searched my Steam ID and tried to hack me years ago. So I was always cautious. I never used to play games from the account that I bought them from. I would do the family sharing.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And yeah, then LMU changed the way like that they didn't allow that anymore. So anybody had to have their own account. Had to buy the game again. So I had to buy the game again just to use this one, and then I had 2 accounts. And then they changed the rookie system after I haven't driven on this one much. Get him this time. Yeah, boy. I'm happy with that. Good luck, Victor, if you get it on blep. Left.
You two are really trading places. Okay, let's get ready for this. Hopefully my cats will let me race, folks.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Go get 'em, guys."
Good luck and have fun.
Mike Wolf BLN says, "GL."
Yeah, I'm gonna be starting from the pits. I don't want to take a chance no more. Although these guys seem to be behaving, so I don't know what to think. Too many
Justin
rookies.
Slim Friesen says, "I'll join you, Jeeps."
Okay. Oof. I got the tire warmer,
Justin
so it
Slim
ain't so.
Friesen says, "Pit party."
Yep. Well, with the tire warmer, starting from the pits ain't so bad.
I think that's probably a safe idea, but I'm going to try and have a bit of a battle with Victor. Good luck, boys. Have fun.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Hope Becker is a clean racer."
Yeah, me too. He's about the same pace as me, so I mean, I'm just using the stock setup, so we'll see. Speaking of which, go to fuel. I'm gonna guess that it's about fuel ratio. Yeah, 60. Say 60%. This is 92. Okay, let's try that.
Formation lab has started. Green flag, green flag.
Ah!
Every time I start from the pits, I end up regretting it. Everybody has a great start. Then I got 30 seconds to catch up to everybody.
Time 1:36.75. Time 1:36.43. That time was a 1:45.72. 136.98. Lap 136.48.
Keep overshooting my braking zones. Dang it. Well, at least this is good practice for me on this track.
Flat spots. That time was a 138.96. Lap 136.01.
1.
I got my work cut out for me.
That time was a 1:35.46. Lap 1:37.01.
It's yellow. What's going on here? Oh, somebody spun out. Ooh, was there a collision there between two cars?
Time 1:35.34.
Ooh, 2 stop and goes. Ooh, Wolfie. Aim. Mike. Stop and go for speeding in the pits.
Lap 136.36.
Well, I'm not going to be in the lead for very long. Why did... He just did that on purpose. Oh man, there's no way these guys are going to ever let me...
That time was a 2:06.67.
Well, Becker was not a clean racer. You guys are fighting, you go for it. Okay, well, I guess not then. I guess you can always catch up to this guy.
Time 2:45.72.
Well, that idiot cost me my podium.
Time 1:37.34.
Oh well, so be it. It was good practice. This car needs a couple of tweaks.
Lap 1:37.56.
I put in way too much fuel. I'm good for another 12 laps. That could have cost me a couple of another 20 seconds. Yeah, I think these two Ferraris are the same two Ferraris from before. Yeah, just to do it on purpose. Ooh. So John, that switch from GT3s ended up winning. Justin just won. Nicely done, Justin. Ooh. Crazy, crazy, crazy night.
Lol.
Mike Wolf BLN says. LOL.
Testing the FF app. Oh, okay. Now I get it. That's why I'm driving so bad.
Mike Wolf BLN says. Bit messy.
Yeah, it was.
Mike Wolf BLN says. I ran into the back of Becker.
Well, Becker was not a clean racer. Because he came out of the pits, and that other guy too.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Oh dear. Mike Wolf BLN says. And spun and got FL. At spots I was possibly faster. Justin Slim Friesen says. LOL.
Becker spun out. He came out of the pits, him and another guy. I was behind them. And the first guy let me pass because I don't know if he changed his tires and he was on cold tires or something, but I was like right on his bumper, so he just let me pass. But by that time, Becker had already gotten some distance, but he spun out somewhere and hit the gate. So it's my time to pit in, and he just comes in full speed and rams into the rear. So I end up hitting both barriers and wrecking my car. I mean, I was like, I don't know, 12 feet from the speed limit zone. So why would you come in full speed
Mike Wolf
there?
BLN says. Oh no.
Why would you come in full speed in there to wreck me in the rear? I did nothing to the dude. But anyways, I need some more blanking. I need to up the mortar map.
Mike Wolf
And,
BLN says. I gotta stop go also.
Yeah, I saw that. You and somebody else both had stop and goes. And I'm like, yes, I'll be able to catch up to these guys just because of that. So starting from the pits wasn't so bad. But, yeah, you guys had a clean start. I wish I was there with you guys. Because for the most part, I was all by myself,
Mike Wolf
catching up to you
BLN
guys.
says. I think he wasn't dirty, but coming into pits some people are full pace.
Well, he spun out, so, I mean, there's full pace and there's full pace, you know. If you don't care for a stop and go and there's a car in front of you slowing down for the speed limit, you know,
Justin Slim Friesen says. For some reason the red light held us in the pit lane about 20 seconds too long.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Mike Wolf BLN says. Sure, but stupid is not dirty.
Well, either way, it was not cool, so I DQ'd him. Because he wasn't coming a little bit fast. He didn't lock up his brakes. He did not
Mike Wolf
nothing.
BLN says. L0OL.
Yeah, everybody's went by us and we're still there. And because, I started late out of the pits. But everybody was long gone and I'm just coming out of the pits. And I see Justin in front there and the light didn't change. I'm like, usually after all the cars pass, the light goes and you can go. But yeah, 20 seconds later, it decides to change. I did not get that. But we can try again tomorrow. There's a couple of tweaks I need to do to the car. But overall, it was extremely safe for me on this track. I like the setup now.
Mike Wolf BLN says. I litra, why I had a full-on massage from my wheel. Mike Wolf BLN says. The flat spots were so bad.
Well, two things you can do for that. Use hard tires because they don't flat spot so badly. And then, well, just not get any flat spots. But when somebody hits you and then you spin out, it kind of creates a flat spot. And then you're kind of stuck with it. So, yeah. But it's not so bad on hard tires.
Mike Wolf BLN says. Yeah, I know I also spun and hit tape barrier once lol.
Yeah, we need more practice, guys. We need more practice. Well, we need more races because practice is no good in Dale's book. I wish we had more people and I could just lock the server and keep these idiots out. One day, one day. But not today. Well, okay, folks. A big thank you to Mike and Justin. And I'm ready to do it again, but in the afternoon. There'll be more people in the servers. Not sure that's necessarily a good thing. But a little bit more
Mike
competition.
Wolf BLN says. GG guys, good fun anyway.
Yes, it was.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Alright guys. Later.
Fun racing with you, Mike. Let's do it again soon.
Mike
Nighty
Wolf
nights,
BLN
everybody.
says, Laters.